Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back. It's another day in paradise. Monday, February 27th, coming into the end of the week. Actually, I just realized it's my brother's birthday. But yeah, so welcome back, guys. Good to be back. Marks are looking pretty good. Actually had some, I posted a video on a weekly breakdown, and some of the plays are just playing out spot on. So looking pretty good. What we have going on today as far as economic events: durable goods at 8:30 for the US dollar, and that's it. I mean, you have pending home sales at 10 o'clock as well, but not too much. Don't think there'll really be much market moving events. However, it probably will show a little bit of inflationary data, but not much that we really care about. So moving on today with normal price action, I guess. Taking a look at the Dixie. Good morning, Desire. Daily chart. So we're coming up to approach an area. It's a significant area of resistance where we had a lot of exhaustion before, a lot of rejection. And we're starting to see some sellers come into play here. 4-hour chart, we are now pushing below this current support that we created overnight. And so we could potentially see a continuation down here in the Dixie just to retrace some of this move and then maybe continue up. We'll see. But regardless, looking at this 1 hour on the Dixie, if we do come back above this 105.087, then I do think that we could then continue on higher. Looking at this move here, haven't quite reached a retracement, so we're just in consolidation mode clearly. So we'll see what happens. If we do come back above this support created overnight and we do start basing, then we could start seeing a rally back up towards highs most likely. However, if the Dixie is finding some resistance here against the overnight lows, then we could start pushing down to fill some of this move from Friday. So we'll kind of play off that. I'm expecting more of a pullback in the Dixie to fill some of this move, to give us some type of retracement, because we did run last week's highs here, and now we're pulling back. So I'd expect a little bit more of selling pressure with that. And so playing off that, we're going to look for some Dixie sells this morning for some plays. Looking at the equities, S&P looking pretty bearish here. If you take a look at this 41.57, a pretty strong area of rejection, I guess, in the last 2 years here. And that's where our most recent exhaustion point was, where we had a lot of rejection, started pulling back from there, and we had this neckline that we broke through. Friday, pretty strong bearish engulfing candlestick. We're now coming back up to retest this breakdown here. So I'd like to see S&P sells to start rolling over, continuation down back towards this rejection zone of 3,900. What's going on, Crypto Smart? What's going on, Yosef? But yeah, so looking at intraday price action for the S&P. I'd like to see probably something like a little bit more of a retracement, probably right around this area right here, because we are seeing a little bit more of potentially of a bearish pullback in the Dixie. So it'll give us a little bit more of a pop in the equity. So somewhere around this area here, we'll see what the Dixie gives us. We'll see what the Dixie gives us, but I am going to be looking for sells in the equities at some point. And we'll see from there, but that's the S&P, NASDAQ, same idea. I'm looking for some type of sells on retracement, and we're just going to have to see when the Dixie, because I'm going to kind of play this off the Dixie today. The dollar is, where does the dollar pull back to? Where to start basing? Then I'll start looking at the equities for, okay, are they at an area of selling? I mean, right now they're at a potential area, but with a Dixie potentially pulling back, I don't want to sell them. So I'm going to be looking for a farther retracement to the upside here for the Dow. Dow has probably the cleanest range, in my opinion. So I will be trading the Dow out of the 3 equities today. What's going on in this? Yeah, so Dow's going to be in play. Let's just set an alert towards the price action right around 33,000. And then we'll wait to see where the dollar's at. I'm going to add an alert on the Dixie as well, just to alert me if it does start breaking back through these highs. Taking a look at metals, commodities, gold. I actually almost took a gold long when I woke up this morning, but I didn't have enough time to analyze, so I didn't, but it would have been nice. Taking a look at the daily chart. We're now below this 1818. This is the area I've been watching as it was the breakout point where we had a lot of rejection in December, broke through, retested in January, and went on up. Came down, found a lot of exhaustion in mid-February, and then we just finally broke through, closed below. And so now what I'd expect is some type of retracement to retest this 1818 rejection or 1820 rejection, and then we start selling off with a bullish Dixie. So as far as price action goes today, not really ideal. I don't really want to I wouldn't probably take these longs anymore because at this point it's in this consolidation zone. And if I were to look for longs, I'd have to look for something like this, but it doesn't give me much range because the way gold's probably going to play it is it'll start pushing up and then give us a pullback here or something. So the only play I have for gold is if we can get a rally through towards 1820, retest this resistance here, and then I'll look for sells on the way down. So that's my idea for gold is I have my alert set up here. If we could start pushing up for gold sells. Longs are just too hard and too heavy. Looking at oil, don't think I'm going to trade oil. I didn't even look at it, but it's just if you look at the weekly chart, it's just been barcoding here since November. So I mean, that's not the kind of price action I like to trade. I prefer trending charts, and if this has been consolidating for a few months now, not really interested, but I'll look at it anyway. Let's go on Shanine, first time here. Welcome, buddy. Yeah, so looking at the daily chart here on oil, finding a nice triple bottom, quadruple bottom in this 73, 74 area. Thursday, Friday, closed bullish with a nice rejection wick. But what we're seeing today is we're seeing just straight consolidation. Choppy price action, so not really interested in oil right now. Going to move on and leave it be. Take a look at currencies now. Currencies, pound, yen. So it's looking really nice, right? Because we had this support, resistance, now support at this 161,600. Came down, found support after the breakout, bullish engulfing. Current daily chart came down, had a bottom wick, is now pushing higher. So pound yen looks good for a nice, strong continuation back up towards around 165 even, which shows a lot of exhaustion and support there. And so hopping down to the lower time frames, my overnight play was I had an alert set at 162,607. It was right around here, and I didn't see my alert until I woke up this morning. It triggered somewhere around like the middle of the night for me. It was at 1 a.m. and it would have been just the perfect entry, clearly. But yeah, kind of sad about that, but it is what it is. So just longs on pound yen look nice. I don't think we get any more retracement. We shouldn't. We're already sitting on top of this breakout. We're already sitting here with a lot of exhaustion to the downside. So pound yen should not come down anymore. If it does, it's going to probably be a ranging day today. I'd expect it to start running from here back up towards these highs. So we're finding a lot of support and exhaustion in this area. So which is an area we should find it. So I wouldn't be looking for a pullback. We already did our pullback overnight, and now we're pushing higher. Don't really have it playing pound yen because I don't want to buy up here. I want to buy down here is what it is. So not playing pound yen today. Pound USD daily chart finding some support, but I still think we have more further downside to go. We're only seeing this pullback because the Dixie is currently dropping. Make sure the Dixie's still pulling back. Yeah, Dixie's still finding resistance there. So pound USD coming up to retest this breakdown point. And then, it's either going to be right around here or we're going to see a higher retest right in this exhaustion area here, depending on what the Dixie gives us. Sells on pound USD will be nice. Actually, I had a really nice pound AUD play overnight. It was around a 50 pip long. I was looking at this breakout here on the 4-hour. You could see that we had these descending highs, this trend line. Last week we broke through. We came back to retest Thursday and Friday. Friday accelerated out. Friday broke through the weekly highs and closed bullish. So now what I wanted to see was support found at those weekly highs. We found it overnight, and I took longs. Took longs. It was let me see where my price was. So it was off the 15. It was right. Yeah, it was right in here. Took longs in here after that bullish candlestick, creating these higher lows, and I was just looking for a continuation towards 178. That was in my breakdown, and it worked out perfectly. So nice play on pound AUD overnight, and it's just running from here. So no play on pound AUD today for me because I already had a winner and it's already extended. Euro JPY, I'm not going to trade it. It's too choppy. I already went over it. My analysis for the week. It's just not interested. AUD JPY, I'm not interested until, so we're creating these higher lows. We have this flat top here at 93. So I'm not interested until we get some type of breakthrough, retest, and then run. So, do you need private mentorship? Yeah. It's that link on the screen. If you look at the screen, it's that link right there, VantTradingForex.com. I'm doing YouTube streams in the morning. I'm gonna be doing breakdowns, what my analysis is for the day, and then I'm gonna hop off with everybody on Zoom and trade. But yeah, check out that link. You see my mentorship option. AUD USD at an area of support, so not really looking to sell it, but also not really looking to buy it because it's been extremely weak. So I need at least a day of it to actually find support here, maybe 2, and then I'll consider buys. But yeah, too much exhaustion here. I don't like where it's at. Yeah, I got your email. Sorry, I mean, it's nothing I could do for you. AUD CAD. Just in an area of support already. Not interested. New Zealand USD. I was looking at New Zealand USD. I wanted to see sells, but I wanted to see sells farther up. I want to see to actually retest this breakdown here. Didn't really give us much. Kind of just went straight down. Now we're consolidating. So not going to trade this one either. I mean, it does look pretty decent, though. We broke through. We're finding some resistance here. We're starting to sell off. But if we actually do get the dollar to start rolling over here, New Zealand USD, those sells won't really be the best idea. So I'm going to hold off on those. Euro USD. So let's see. 4-hour finding support. I want to see sells at around 1.05800 with that Dixie. Rolling over, but it seems like it's finding some support here, and it doesn't want to push any lower. So if Euro USD does start pushing, or if Dixie does start pushing through these highs, then New Zealand USD might be the actually short and we'll be looking at. But Euro USD finding, so we're in this previous area of exhaustion and resistance coming into play. We found this rejection, currently find this other rejection to then start pushing potentially lower. So not too sure about this one. Kind of in a range, not much of a range to play off of. Yeah, going to kind of probably sit on my hands. Not much of a range for me to play off of. So, and 15 minutes kind of showing these lower highs. So a lot of exhaustion here. So we'll probably start seeing this one roll over a bit. USD CAD longs look actually pretty decent. I was looking at these longs. And this breakout here, so we have this breakout at 1.35800, came back down, found support, a lot of exhaustion, bullish candlesticks. We're now starting to push. So what I'd like to see is this double bottom form and a higher push towards 36,700 area. So longs on USD CAD look pretty decent, and US dollar might start finding support here and pushing higher. So could be interesting. Yeah, what's up, Yosef? Mentorship, just go check out the link on the screen, vanttradingforex.com. And then you can join our Zooms and trade with us, and I'll mentor you. USD CAD longs will probably be decent. Considering where we're at now, 630 would have been nice longs if I had seen it. Do you get to join Zoom? Yeah, you join my Zoom, and then after my morning analysis on YouTube, we'll hop off and we'll just live trade on Zoom together. You can ask any questions you have, and we'll just trade on Zoom together. So it would have been, something like this, a nice 4-to-1 play. I don't, as far as where we're at now, you could play it. Wouldn't be as it's not as ideal of a play. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to just wait. I'm just gonna, if this hourly closes bullish, then I'll probably take longs, and we'll just kind of look for something like this. So it's gonna be probably right around a 4-to-1 play on USD CAD. So we'll see. We'll wait for that hourly to close in 30 minutes. Dixie's breaking back higher as expected. Well, not really as expected, but I'm not surprised. We were finding support there. So dollar could actually be in play for longs today. Remember how I said if we start breaking back through this level here, longs will be in play. Looking like that might be possible here. Gold's starting to roll over as well. So definitely now might start looking for plays with the Dixie longs. New Zealand USD sells could actually be pretty decent. We have a lot of exhaustion, a lot of resistance in this area here, which is where we're finding, actually, which is right here where I was looking at. So actually, I'm probably going to take New Zealand USD shorts. Cool. New Zealand USD shorts, USD CAD longs are decent. I'm going to wait for the hourly close on that. And yeah, and that's it. So going to just play it that way, see what happens. The driver today is going to be the dollar, so watch the dollar, see where that goes. If this hourly closes back above 106, or sorry, 105, 100, then we're going to see a bullish Dixie, and we're going to play off bullish dollar. So that should be it. Thanks for hopping on, guys. Again, if you're looking to join our Zooms to trade with us, if you're looking for some mentorship and some trading help, vanttradingforex.com on the screen. The link's on the screen. I come on YouTube every morning from 7 to 7:30. I'm going to give my analysis on the day and then hop off and trade with the Zoom, guys. So have a good rest of your day, guys. Thanks for tuning in, and safe trading.